So I'm currently behind the wheel of the 2025 Mazda CX-70, and I'm going to take some time to go through the interior of this thing. So starting as I normally do from left to right, over on the left, you've got your window switches right here. You've got your rear mirror adjust toggle right here. You've got your door latch. You've got your door locks. The door features kind of like a Alcantara-like material. I'll showcase that better on the dash as well. To the right of that, you have a bunch of different buttons. So you have some parking assist buttons, traction control off, the I-stop off button. So I-stop is basically like the engine start stop button in other vehicles. Right here, you'd have different buttons for the driver's seating preset, where you can set it to your preference. Where you get in the car, you can push 1 for one driver. You set it to a certain spot, push 2 for the other if you share vehicles. And then a button for the rear hatch as well. Before I get to the digital gauge cluster, on both sides of it, you have the trip button as well as 2 buttons for the dim level of the gauge cluster. Now, the gauge cluster is a full, crisp, clear digital display. You can see these 3 large circles are basically the gist of it. So over on the left, you've got your tach. In the center, speedometer. Over on the right, you got some temps and your fuel gauge. For that one on the right, you can cycle through different options. So right now, it's kind of a driver MPG data, active iSense status, compass off, so nothing appears there, and back to that. So you can cycle through those modes as well. And then right now it's kind of got that reddish hue because you can see I'm in sport mode. In the center it says sport, but then you got normal, changes it a little bit, and then off-road changes the color scheme as well. But I've been kind of driving around either in normal and sport. Going back to the steering wheel, how I was adjusting everything over on that right is right here. There's a little info button, so pushing that cycles through everything up there. You have some talk buttons on the left. You got your volume control and tuner knob. Over on the right, you have different options for the cruise control settings of the vehicle. On the back of the steering wheel, there are paddles for if you would like to select your own gears. Give you a better look at the steering wheel. The engine start stop button is located behind the steering wheel to the right. And then you have the navigation display. So I really like Mazda's navigation display because it's pretty much just 5 main pages. So you have information, entertainment, communication, navigation, and settings. And then also if you connect your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, as you can see over on the right. So just going up to information, clicking in there, you have fuel efficiency monitor, you have vehicle status monitor as well. Entertainment, that's obviously whatever you're listening to. Communication, you connect your phone through here. You can get your text and your calls. Navigation, settings, just gonna go in here, just showcase some stuff you can change. So in vehicle display, sound settings, safety settings. Right here, it's pretty much displaying what those options are. Vehicle settings, connectivity settings, connecting your phone to your car. Alexa settings, hopefully it didn't hear me say that word because sometimes the systems like to pick up on that. Driver personalization and system settings, but you name it, you can pretty much change it. From there, you have the hazard button right here, and then you have that Alcantara, let me get a closer look, on the dash as well. Coming from there, you have all your HVAC controls, which I like that they are all buttons or little tabs. So the driver and passenger get their own little tabs for increasing and decreasing the temperature, but then everything else is just a straight button. So you have a heated steering wheel, and then a driver and passenger both get 3 different levels of heated or ventilated seats. So right now I'm on the 2nd level of ventilated seats, and then defrost, fan settings, you name it, it's all there. Coming down from there, you have a charging pad right here. You have an old school smoker plug, as I call it, right there. To the right of that, to the right and back, I should say, you've got a cup holder, which can be hidden. Currently holding my gimbal. Back to the left, you have the Mazda My Drive system. So this is the drive mode system of the vehicle. So it's just a little toggle. This is how it's going between sport, normal, and the off-road modes. You just kind of flick this little toggle as you need. Then you have the gear lever. So it has park, which is all the way over to the left, and then you have reverse, neutral, and drive. For safety, just gonna put it back in park. You have some hill options as well. Hill descent help. You have a camera button as well, so pushing that showcases around the vehicle. Pushing it again makes it go away. Back from there, you have a parking brake little latch, an auto hold button, so that's good at red lights if you want to save your right foot. You put your foot on the brake, push this, the vehicle will hold for you, and then you can disable that, and then you can go about your business if the light turns green. You have the little knob that controls everything on the navigation display, as well as some quick favorite buttons as well. So you have like a music button symbol that'll pop you back into entertainment. Navigate, this is a little, navigation arrow. Push that, will pop you in there, and you have a back and a home button as well. Favorites button bottom here, and then the volume and tuner knob right here. Then you have your armrest, which opens into 2 spots. Tucked right here are 2 USB-C plugs. It's not that deep, but if you could imagine 4 Coke cans laid flat can probably fit in here. Go back to the passenger side again. So you got your glove box, give you a good look at the passenger door, the seats in the vehicle, the rear. So the front and the second row share a sunroof. Sunglass holder right here. All your controls lighting up top right there. Now that is basically the interior of the 2025 Mazda CX-70. Now, if there's some detail or button or feature I didn't go in depth enough on, be sure to leave a question in the comments below and I will get you an answer. I'm finding that a lot of my videos recently are kind of getting a new life in the used car market. So if, this is a 2025 vehicle and you stumble upon this video because you are in the market for a CX-70 in, 2028, do not feel that this is, your question is stupid because it's such an old vehicle at that point. If it's not on the internet and you can't find it, I will find you an answer through my means. Because you buy these vehicles used, they may not have the manual, you don't know what button is. Like Mazda is a little different, so the I stop off button might be a little confusing, right? If you're used to just engine start stop buttons in other vehicles, so something like that may be a little different for this vehicle. So if you have questions like that, obviously I covered it in the video, but for something else, be sure to leave in the comments below and I will love to help you. Thanks for watching.